Foley, and I am a motivational speaker. Now, let me give you a little scenario of what my life is all about. First off, I am 35 years old, I am divorced, and I live in a van down by the river. Now, that river is all frozen over, and there's a really cold winter, so I'm spending this winter at Mama's house in Dayton, Ohio. Now, if you don't know, this year flu is really bad. Really bad. And this video is going to give you some tips from old man. He's going to give you the great scoop on what to do. So now, if you can remember back before September 20th, 2014, what did the news and the CDC and everybody tell you? What do you need to do to not get the flu? You need to wash your hands. Keep washing your hands. Wash your hands. You don't get the flu. Wash your hands. Wash your hands. But that don't work, does it? Everybody's got the flu. So maybe it's in the air. So what if you could wash your hands and wash your air? How do you do that? So, what happened on September 20th, 2014? Ebola came to Dallas. And all of a sudden, all the news media, CDC, they were saying, oh, wait! Ebola is not like the flu. The flu, you catch it from the air. You get it from breathing. But he's like, la-di freaking da! All of a sudden, this disease changed to a breathing virus. So you get it from breathing. Not touchy-touchy. Maybe sometime, but most of it getting from breathing. So let's look at the CDC at their weekly map. So, folks, if you go to CDC and Google CDC weekly flu map, you will get this map. Now you can see right here, sporadic. This is for October 7th. Hardly any flu. Okay, let's go in that one more week. Okay, we're starting a little flu, little local activity here. All right, let's go one more week, from 1 week to the next. All right, now week 20th. Oh no, regional flu. Then we got one more. Let's go one more week. All right, November 11th. Okay, we're good. Okay, got a little better in Texas, a little worse here. Then we go one more week. 18th. Okay, we got local activities. Okay, we got 2 states here with widespread. So widespread. And let's go one more. Okay, we got 3 states. We got widespread. All right, and then we got December 2nd. Okay, we've got some regional activities. We're getting a little more brown is widespread. And then we're going to go to December 9th. Okay, we've got a lot of regional, some more widespread. The brown is widespread. More widespread. Okay, from 1 week to the next. Okay, let's look at that. There's one. Going back, there, and then one more week. Wham! In 1 week, we went from this to this. Okay, we got almost all. And the next week, we got everything. Whole country full of widespread. They're trying to tell you, wash your hands. You're going to get it from touching. There's no way it can spread all the way from people touching each other or touching knobs or doorknobs from one country to the next in 1 week. So, often when I'm walking down the street, people come up to me and say, hey, Matt, what's a flu particle? And I always say, it's the almost invisible little particle that's floating in the air. And they say, well, how small is it? And I said, well, it's only about 300 times bigger than an air molecule. An air molecule. Think how small that is. Or it's about 1,250 times smaller than the width of your hair. And they say, you know, man, I still can't understand how small it is. I said, well, it just so happened I've got a flu particle right here in my pocket. You see it? It's right here between my fingers. See? Can you see it? Right there. Oh, you can't see it? Well, let me enlarge this. to about 44 millimeters, which is fancy talk for 1.6 inches, to the size of this garlic. See? So, flu virus, we're going to make it larger to the size of this garlic. Well, how much does Matt have to grow from this flu virus to be in relation to the size of this garlic? What do you think? Maybe size of the Statue of Liberty? Empire, the Empire State Building? Actually, Matt would have to grow all the way from the Earth to the International Space Station, 254 miles. Now think about it. A 254 mile size Matt Foley. The virus is this. Now think how small that has to be. It's tiny. That little thing's tiny. It's so tiny, it's floating in the air. You blow on it, woo, it's floating in the air. Has no problem staying in the air. That's how small it is. So have you ever watched the movie The Body Snatchers or Alien? You get a little thing, particle gets inside the body, and then like a day or two later, a little alien grows out of the body or whatever. The body snatcher, they control the body, but an alien, they have like a little alien comes out of the stomach. Well, that's what the flu virus is. Now you might have said, well, what does that mean? Well, if this is the flu virus, this would be the size of bacteria. Now, bacteria is independent. Doesn't need anybody. It can multiply. It's a living being. It's a living thing that actually can multiply all the time. It doesn't need anybody to grow. It just needs moisture and water and a little bit of heat, and it grows. But a flu virus is like in the movie Alien. It's kind of dead. Nothing really happens until it's inside the body. And because it's so small, it goes in, you breathe it in, and it goes all the way down to your lungs and goes directly into your bloodstream. And that's why you feel a little bit like from the alien, I'm like, oh, something's going wrong. You feel deep in your bones, you feel chills and headaches, and your whole body feels like crap. That's because that little flu virus, like an alien, got in your body and it's starting to multiply. A flu virus needs you to multiply. And then you get sick and you're like, and then you're spitting out stuff. And now there's more flu virus and somebody else breathes it in. And that's how it's spread. It's kind of like alien. So always spreading all the time. So if there were no beings, no humans, no animals, there'd be no flu. They need you. So that's what happens when you get the flu.